Can you imagine owning one of the biggest entertainment companies in the world and never having to worry about money? For Vince McMahon, that's not just a dream. As the most important and controversial figure in the history of professional wrestling, he not only founded and owned WWE for decades, but revolutionized the wrestling industry worldwide. But behind an impeccable business career, some serious accusations point out that not everything in the Tycoon's empire is what it seems. Are you curious to know more about the life of WWE's richest personality? In today's video, we're going to dive into Vince McMahon's lifestyle, exploring everything about his fortune, his portfolio of businesses that go beyond the ring, and his extravagant possessions that only someone like him can afford. All the details can be found here. Let's get into it! Born in 1945 in Pinehurst, North Carolina, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, better known as Vince McMahon, is a powerful businessman who co-founded WWE, the largest wrestling company in the world. The son of Vincent J. McMahon, the former owner of the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, Vince graduated from East Carolina University in the 1960s, and his first involvement with wrestling was as a commentator. After holding the position for several years, Vince bought the company from his father and made several changes in an attempt to monopolize it, leading to the development of the annual WrestleMania event, which soon became one of the most successful wrestling events in the world. Vince's incredible management also led the company to incorporate other popular wrestling promotions of the time, such as WCW and ECW, and from 2002, the corporation was renamed WWE, as it is now popularly known. In addition to his success as a businessman, during the Attitude Era, Vince also adopted the persona of a villainous tyrant known as Mr. McMahon, with which he won the ECW World Championship, the WWF Championship, among other things. And after holding the position of CEO for several years, due to investigations into hush payments to employees, Vince McMahon left the company in 2022. After WWE and the UFC's owner announced a merger to create TKO Group Holdings, the Tycoon took over as CEO of the new company, but in 2024 he resigned due to new investigations into trafficking and assault. And although he is still under investigation, no one can deny that Vince McMahon is a man of great relevance to professional wrestling, who has amassed an immense fortune to live without worry. Vince McMahon is a powerful man who has lived in many luxurious places throughout his career. He is believed to have lived, for example, in a charming 3-level residence in the town of Montgomery Village, in the U.S. state of Maryland. Built in the 1960s, the property has just over 1,700 square feet of space and features a cozy living room with wide plank floors, which integrates an exquisite formal dining setting for up to 6 people. The renovated kitchen has classic white cabinets, granite countertops, and modern appliances. There are also 3 cozy bedrooms, including the master suite, well lit by the outside light, which has doors that open onto a private deck, from where you can enjoy the views of the grounds, not to mention that there is also a bathroom in the suite. And among the home's other amenities are a media room on the lower level, an exercise room, 2 bathrooms with water heaters, among other things. Going outside, the house is situated on a plot of just over 1,900 square feet, and although it's not known how much Vince and his wife Linda paid to live there in the late 1960s, the last recorded sale of this property was $401,000 in 2023. Another very famous property that belonged to the Tycoon is a luxurious penthouse in the Park Tower, Stamford, formerly known as Trump Park, located in Stamford, Connecticut. With over 3,300 square feet of space, the modern unit has wooden floors and rooms bathed in natural light. Taking a look at the living room, there are many glass walls that make it even more elegant. The kitchen has state-of-the-art appliances and countertops for casual dining, while from the dining room you can watch the unique sunset that only the unit offers. The penthouse also has 4 bathrooms and 3 bedrooms, the master of which has a bathroom with a glass bathtub. The apartment also has a family room with a TV, as well as terraces offering privileged views of the region's main postcards. The condominium also has an indoor swimming pool and a large, well-equipped fitness center. With all this, we can say that living in a high-end building like this is not for everyone. As reported in the media, Vince listed the penthouse for $4.1 million in 2022, but sold it for only $2 million, less than half the original price. It's no surprise to anyone that, as the most prominent name in the professional wrestling industry, Vince McMahon has an incredible collection of vehicles at his disposal. Among the cheapest cars, he has more than one model of as a Lincoln Town Car limousine, an elegant vehicle often used by celebrities who don't give up a lot of luxury and sophistication. This car is priced at $30,000, but as the Tycoon has several models in his garage, he has probably spent much more than that on them. Vince has also been spotted with a 1967 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray, one of the most sought-after muscle cars for car enthusiasts, which stands out for its classic aggressive style and high level of performance on the road. And it's no wonder that the promoter's vehicle is valued at $50,000, but the car was destroyed when Stone Cold poured cement over it. Some sources also estimate that he has a Mercedes-Benz SL 600 in his garage, a classic car with a timeless design, powered by a V12 engine capable of producing 390 horsepower. And to give you an idea of the price, Vince McMahon's car has an estimated value of $130,000. It is speculated that the wrestling mogul also owns an Audi R8, one of the automaker's highest performance vehicles, equipped with a V10 engine that produces 560 horsepower. This machine can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in less than 4 seconds, which is probably why it's priced at $150,000. Vince also owns a Bentley Continental GT, a super sophisticated car from the renowned Bentley luxury car brand. The interior of the vehicle is stunning, with top-of-the-range finishes and, of course, it is equipped with a super powerful engine capable of easily exceeding 186 miles per hour. And for those who want to own a car like this, you need to shell out around $200,000. Going even higher, some rumors suggest that Vince owns a Lamborghini Aventador, a sports supercar capable of reaching impressive speeds and among the fastest cars in the world. The vehicle has a 770 horsepower engine that accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in an incredible 2.8 seconds, reaching a top speed of 217 miles per hour. And to acquire this super machine, you may have to shell out more than $400,000. The most luxurious car he is believed to own is a Rolls-Royce Phantom, a super elegant large sedan for those who like imposing automobiles. The interior of the vehicle has an impeccable finish, with first-rate materials that bring a lot of sophistication to the environment. And to own one of these cars, you may have to shell out more than $450,000. Many people wonder where Vince McMahon currently lives with his family. For example, he owns a custom-built vacation apartment in the Excelsior condominium, located in one of the best spots in Boca Raton, Florida. Built in 2001, this imposing building has a sophisticated traditional style, inspired by European palaces. A distinctive feature of this exquisite building is that it has only 28 detached units on its 10 floors, perfect for tycoons like Vince and his family to live in greater privacy. Each unit has up to 5,000 square feet of space, and according to some sources, the WWE CEO bought not one, but two, and then converted them into one large duplex property, which should have twice as much space as the others. Among the amenities available to residents are an impressive 2-story lobby, a social room overlooking the beach, an oceanfront gym, a heated lagoon-style pool with jacuzzi, and up to 300 feet of private beach. And although there are no recent records of the businessman's property, as reported by some portals, Vince and Linda bought the apartment in 2002 for $2 million, so it's certainly worth a lot more than that now. The most expensive property Vince McMahon owns is his mansion on a 10-acre plot in the town of Greenwich, in the state of Connecticut. Little is known about its interior, but it is believed that the mansion, named Conyers Farm, is the Tycoon's main address, especially as it is only a 30-minute drive from WWE headquarters in Stamford. According to some portals, the mansion was bought for $25 million, and in 2006 it already had an estimated price of $40 million, which must have skyrocketed over the years. There's no doubt that a man as rich as Vince McMahon has plenty of money to travel in any kind of transport. He has at his disposal, for example, the WWE's executive jet, a beautiful Bombardier Global 5000 aircraft. This is a large aircraft of approximately 96 feet in length, which comfortably accommodates up to 16 passengers in a luxury cabin, which has ergonomic seating, a meeting or dining area, an elegant galley, and a place to rest during the trip. The jet also stands out for its intercontinental range, with a top speed of around 590 miles per hour. The WWE aircraft is used not only by Vince, but also by other big names who work for the company, such as Triple H and his daughter Stephanie McMahon, when they travel for business. And to give you an idea of how much the aircraft costs, some sources estimate that the jet was bought for $27 million. At the time his wife Linda McMahon was running for a Senate seat, it was revealed that she and Vince own a sports yacht called Sexy Bict, but it is not known how much it cost. As well as being the most important figure in WWE, Vince McMahon is also a tycoon who has ventured into different businesses throughout his career. One of the promoter's first sources of income was as a wrestling commentator, a position he held for many years and which certainly brought him some financial return. Back in the 1990s, when the WWF was on the rise, the businessman created ICAPRO, a protein supplement that was promoted at wrestling events, but which was eventually discontinued. Through WWE Studios, Vince also invested in a career as a film producer, being involved in some films starring big names from WWE, such as The Scorpion King with The Rock, See No Evil with Kane, The Marine with John Cena, The Call with Halle Berry and David Otunga, among many others. With his keen eye for business, he also created the WWE Network in 2014, the company's streaming service, which replaced the traditional pay-per-view model. Outside of wrestling, Vince has also ventured into other sports, such as the World Bodybuilding Federation, a bodybuilding organization he founded in the 1990s, and the XFL, an alternative professional American soccer league. Another major business in the world of sports that he created, apart from his involvement with wrestling of course, was Alpha Entertainment, a private company responsible for managing and relaunching the XFL in 2018. In addition to all these businesses, Vince is known to have invested in Tap Out, a fitness fashion startup that became a WWE partner, and in 2024, it was announced by PW Insider that he had teamed up with former co-workers to launch a new entertainment company focused on film and TV productions. With all this, we can say that Vince McMahon has been able to take advantage of WWE's success to diversify his business portfolio. As a powerful businessman who revolutionized the wrestling industry, it's no wonder that Vince McMahon is an extremely wealthy and successful man. The bulk of his fortune was accumulated thanks to his position as CEO of WWE, where he received a salary of $5.6 million a year. But, as you might imagine, Vince was also the largest holder of the company's shares and occasionally sold them to raise more funds for his other ventures. To give you an idea, in 2017 he sold 3.34 million shares, which resulted in a gain of $100 million. 2 years later, when the WWE was valued, he sold another 3.2 million shares for a profit of $272 million. And even though he stepped down as president of the company, that doesn't mean he didn't continue to own a large part of it. Before merging the WWE with the UFC, Vince McMahon had a 38% shareholding. After joining the presidency team of TKO Group Holdings, the company resulting from the merger of the two companies, Vince still owns a good portion of the business. And although there is disagreement about the exact number of his stake in TKO, some sources estimate that at the time of the merger, the market value of the new business was $14.5 billion, meaning that the tycoon must own a good chunk of that amount. To give you an idea, in March 2024 alone, he sold a small part of his stake, estimated at 5.4 million shares, and made a profit of $400 million. And it is for all. You like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel Dios to satisfy your curiosity.